Hi. So, I'm going to try and keep this short and say that last night after yesterday's episode, I did a bit of grinding, and you'll see in the first two clips of the three you're about to see what happened last night. And then about 30 minutes ago is when the third clip takes place. So, yeah. Welcome to episode 5. Enjoy the show. Okay, so Blue Tang just hit level 18 during the grinding session, so I believe this is the level that it evolves into a Azumarill, which it is. And we got an Azumarill, and now I'm gonna try and evolve Magikarp into Gyarados, and then we're gonna take on the gym. So I will see you guys in the episode. So this is exactly not something I didn't think was possible, but apparently I did something by accident with some secret tech, if I really wanted to count it that way. I was battling a Roselia earlier with this Tentacool because I was grinding up, and I used Thief, and it had a Poison Barb, and that boosts the power of Poison type moves. So, I didn't do that. I didn't do any research. I just kind of found out. So, there. Okay. So, breaking the fourth wall, it's like 7:22 in the morning. I've had trouble sleeping all night. So I decided to just finally get up and start grinding in the game, and Leviathan has now reached level 20 and will evolve. Our Magikarp has become a beautiful Leviathan Dragon, aka Gyarados. Future me, who's actually doing the episode, let's go. Thanks for the interesting intro, past me's. Anyway, what's going on, Pokemon World and Tokusatsu Multiverse? It's Pokesatsu here, and welcome to episode 5. Yeah, I lost count on yesterday's episode, where I just said another episode. This is episode 5 of the Pokemon Sapphire Mono Water playthrough. Now, as you saw in the intro to this video, we have a quick little team recap to cover. So, let's get right into it. First, we have, if I can do the thing, the newly evolved Blue Tang the Azumarill with the huge power ability Calm Nature. I decided to give it an Oran Berry because a berry held item is better than no held item, as you'll see for half of the team. And the only real changes to the moveset outside of Rock Smash from the last episode is now Rollout added to Blue Tang's moveset. And that's really the only change I have outside of the evolution is Rollout. Next, we have Leviathan. Leviathan Dragon the Gyarados with the Intimidate ability, and that is Blue Tang. I decided to off-camera just go get the black glasses. I figured there's already 3 clips at the beginning of this episode. I'm not going to add a 4th, so it would just be me saying, oh wait, the black glasses, let me go get those, and then making it like a 10-second clip. So there was no need for that. It wasn't even that important. Black glasses are here just to power up the new bites that we received on Evolution. But overall, yes, we now have Leviathan Dragon on the team. Next, we have Remora the Lombre. Nothing has really changed. I decided to give Remora the Silk Scarf to boost Fake Out, but nothing else has really changed on the moveset, so just overall, pretty much the same thing as last episode. We have Mako the Marshtomp, Torn Ability, Bold Nature, that is Remora. And same stats as last time, no held item, and same moveset as last time. And then we have Rebarian the Wingull, Keen Eye Ability, Brave Nature, and Water Gun, Wing Attack, Supersonic, and Steel Wing as from learned last episode. But it wanted to learn Mist during the grinding session, and I decided Mist is not a very good move, so I decided to opt out of that, so we're just keeping the moveset we have for right now. And that is the end. Oh, that is not the end. We have Doom, now finally on par with the rest of the team. Clear body ability, Impish nature, which is kind of bad because I'd like to learn water moves, and Impish lowers special attack and raises defense, so it's a good with the bad thing, but it is what it is. Poison Barb that we just randomly acquired while grinding. And then Poison Sting, Supersonic, the new move Acid. I got rid of Constrict because it wasn't really doing that well. And Thief that I taught in the last episode. And now we are at the end of the team recap. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This is an electric gym. If you see that right there, I have an immunity. I have 2 stab moves with that immunity. I hate to cheese this, but almost everyone does. So we're going to head into the gym, and we are just going to basically just spam Mud Slap and Mud Shot. If there's a non-electric Pokemon in this gym, which I think there's 2, I think it's like Metatite and Volbeat. Don't hold me to that. I think it's because they can both learn like Thunder Punch or Shockwave. Then we're going to go with that, but otherwise, let's just go on ahead with the gym. You're going to leave me shocked. Oh, such a funny punt. There's the Metatite. We are just going to... Oh, actually, can we switch? I just said Thunder Punch. Can I switch? I'm going to just use, like, water guns on this. It should do pretty okay damage. Oh, you're going to detect spam, you little asshole. You know what? That's perfectly fine. We're... Unless there's just a random crit by this Metatite, we're set to win the battle, so it's fine. Confusion. And detect. Really trying to hacks me out, huh? And it didn't even work. Mako getting us a win against Battle Girl Vivian. Shocked by my power. I love the puns here. I think it's really funny. So now I'm just going to try and skip this trainer. Go here. And did I buy any potions in between? I did not. I figured I'm just going to spam the ground moves. It's going to be fine. So you know what? We don't need potions. If anything, I'll buy them on the way to leaving Mauville. Guitar Sean sent out a Voltorb. We are just going to Mudshot. Screech missed. That's just yelling, to quote M&J TV. It's just yelling. Now, honestly, I may here just send out Blue Tang just to get a bit of switch training. Am I going to leave it in? Absolutely not. But, hey. Now, Charge Rage is special defense, so I'm not worried about that. We're just going to Mudshot, because in this game, Mudshot's physical. Hooray. Mako grew to level 21. Blue Tang got some experience. I'm going to switch into Blue Tang again. Blue Tang, I decided not to, get to level 20 right now. I figured it's a fully evolved Pokemon on the team, and right now we only have, 2 of those. So I figured, you know what, it's perfectly fine. We're just going to go with that. And I'm actually going to use Mud Slaps here to save on Mudshot power points. I was going to say the other one, but I'm trying not to get demonetized if these videos ever do get monetized. And I'm not going to use the slang term for a man's nether regions that way. Now, what I'm thinking about doing, honestly, is, you're less than half HP. I'm just going to go ahead and head back to the, I have to battle the kid now. It's okay. You know what? It'll be fine. If anything, I can switch out if I need to. I'm going to head back to the Pokemon Center, and I'm going to heal, and, it's a Zigzagoon. Well, if that's the case, Blue Tang has Rock Smash, and we're going to go with that. Now, in today's episode, I did notice, during the grinding session, when I was also, working on, what I wanted to talk about in this episode, I realized last episode was so Yu-Gi-Oh! Heavy that it actually kind of bothered me. So, in this episode, I want to talk about like another hobby, another thing I'm interested in, just something to like, oh, you have Thunderbolt. Oh, your special attack is trash. I want to talk about a different hobby I have, and that is I have been catching up on the two, uh, I guess two Tokusatsu series that I've been trying to catch up on. I'm like 5, 6 episodes behind, and that is Bakwage Sentai Boon Boomger and Kamen Rider Gav. I was about 4 or 5 episodes behind on both, and I was like, I really need to catch up on these. So I'm just gonna go ahead and okay, I need to switch out because you are like making Blue Tang just completely useless. I need to catch up on these two, so I decided I'm gonna catch up on the episodes. And I gotta say, the story of both is actually going really well. I'm enjoying both. I have to say, like, Boon Boonger is definitely. Oh, I forgot that I didn't battle you. Crap. Boon Boonger is definitely becoming, like, in my top 10 for favorite series. With just the reason behind it of it's the right amount of goofy with the right amount of serious and just overall just a really good show. The suits look awesome, even though like not everyone is a big fan of the huge tire on the front of the helmet. And like people say the suits are kind of generic. I say if you've ever seen like drag racing or not RuPaul, talking about cars. Nothing wrong with RuPaul, but I'm just saying like not that one. The cars. Then you know like they actually look very similar to regular suits. And especially when you get to Boon Violet, his suit looks a lot like a drag racing suit. So I gotta say, like, yeah, this if you don't like the suits, it's just because you don't like racing. I'm not a big fan of racing myself, but I have to say, like, it's just something cool when you look into the inspiration. For instance, I'll have it pop up on screen. I had the idea for a Sentai that was based on racing flags, and it was going to be like a series where I was going to heavily take inspiration from Tokuso Sentai Deca Ranger, but make it cars. So, like, I was going to do that, where it's going to be like red, yellow, and green were going to be the main team, and then there was going to be like a blue ranger that was supposed to be, you know, like the commander over the three of them, like runs the racing circuit that they work with. And then I was going to have like a black and a white ranger come in at the same time as like the 6th rangers, quote unquote. And they were going to be like based on a like the black flag, which means like a race is canceled, and then a white flag means that there's like a medical vehicle on the track. And then I was going to have the final form be like a checkered flag kind of gimmick where they basically like the red or whoever team member is going to use it, because I want it to be like not a full team power up, but all of them can use it, give you the abilities of each one. Like red has the ability to fully stop the opponent in their tracks, yellow has the ability to slow them down if anything, and then green has the ability to move them even faster so they like crash into things. But they can also do those things to themselves, where red can, like, if he's going in for like a long range charging attack, like Boon Red does, where he like charges at his opponent, if something happens where like he's gonna be ambushed or something, just stop himself immediately. Yellow could slow themselves down to react faster to things, and then like green could basically just, the longer he's moving, the faster he gets. And I thought that'd be a really interesting concept, just stop, slow, go. And I didn't know what I would name the team, but it was really interesting for me. But you guys aren't here to hear me ramble about my fan-made Tokusatsu series. You're here to see me battle Watson. So let's get right into the battle. But if you guys do want more information on like the team that I created, definitely leave it in the comments down below. Actually, I'm going to ask the question of the day. What is your favorite Tokusatsu series? Are you more of a Kamen Rider fan? Ultraman, Super Sentai? Do you like obscure toku like, I don't know, Caesar or Metal Heroes? Like, I think it's called Kaiketsu Zubat. Like, other characters that are in tokusatsu but not as well known? Let me know in the comments down below. But let's get right into battling Watson. And we're just going to mudshot because this game does not have the good sturdy, so Magnemite is going down. Voltorb just likes to go boom, so I'm going to switch into Blue Tang to get some experience, and then I'm just going to switch into Mako. And it goes boom. Mako takes more damage than I thought it would. Oh boy. But you know what? The only move here that Magnemite can hit me with, as far as I know, is Sonic Boom, and we will live. So I'm just going to go ahead with Mudshot. And it lived, but its speed is lowered. Should I risk it? Definitely should have risked it there. So now the accuracy's gone down, and Mudshot for the win. And with that, Magneton's fainted. Mako grew to level 23. We beat Watson, got the badge, and now we can get the move Shockwave. Yeah, Shockwave. Now leave puzzle place. Yep. Now, for the secondary tokusatsu series here, I'm going to talk about Kamen Rider Gav. Kamen Rider Gav was very stupid and silly to me when I first saw it. I loved the design when I first saw it, like, oh my god, main series Purple Rider. We haven't had that, have we? And I don't think we have. We've had Pink or Magenta Decade. But I don't think we've had Purple. I've looked through them, and we've had, like, purple forms of the main rider, and we've had, like, purple secondaries or tertiaries, but we haven't had a main purple that I can remember. So this is really interesting to me, because the last time they did something like this was when Exade was coming out, and it was pink. It wasn't magenta like Decade. Yes, I'm still going to crap on Decade, because just the joke was supposed to be like CMNK or something, where it's like cyan for DN, and then like, I don't know, M for magenta, and then N usually means yellow, which is weird, or one of the N or K or something like that means yellow, and they were gonna have a yellow rider, and then something about, like, I don't know, Kivala was gonna be something else. I don't know. I just know it's supposed to be like red, yellow, blue, or pink, yellow, blue, or something like that. Basically any Star Bomb cover. That's what I'm talking about. And it was supposed to be interesting. So, like, I got off track. Gav. I like the food gimmick they're giving him with, like, candy and snacks and all that. A lot of people weren't big fans of that. And honestly, like, just let people enjoy things. Like, this show's meant for kids. You realize that? Like, yes, there's death and serious, like big aspects of the show that are really bad, but, like, at the end of the day, the show's meant to be fun and supposed to be for kids. Just let them enjoy it. Now, the reason why I'm heading over this way is actually, if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget to. We're going to head up here, and, okay, we're going to get an encounter. But it's alright. We're going to break this rock here. And then this man is going to give us the HM for strength. Now, I'm thinking about teaching this to a couple of my Pokemon, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Let me see which ones can. So, which ones can use it? Okay, so here's the thing. I would really like to give strength to Blue Tang, but the thing about that is I don't know what to forget. Rollout is boosted its first turn by Defense Curl, but if I'm really going to be locked into Rollout, I want to be in a good situation with it. So if I'm using Defense Curl and they do a decent amount of damage to me, I'm not going to want to stick to Rollout. I'm just going to want to use Rollout. So I'm going to get rid of Defense Curl. You're probably yelling at your screens right now like, don't do that, don't do that. It is what it is. And let's see who else can learn Strength. Honestly, for strong, like a strong offense with the attack stat it does have, Leviathan's getting Strength. And now let's see who can learn Shockwave. Rebarian. Except for Remora, we don't have another water Pokemon. Like counter. Like, is a grass type. Like, see, water is weak to grass and electric. But do I want to teach this, or do I want to wait to potentially get a Chinchou in the future? If I do, then I'd rather have Shockwave on it, because I don't know what level it gets Thunderbolt. So I'd have to look into that, but we'll see we'll see about that later. Either way, let's make our way up to Fiery Path. I'm just going to run because no really need to heal, no trainers up here. I've decided this playthrough to not battle the Windstraight family over here, so I'm not going to worry about that. Either way, let's break this rock. And no encounter, so that's really interesting. And now I'm going to skip these guys. I just don't like these guys. They have like a Whismur and a Magnemite, and I don't really care enough to battle them. And we skipped that trainer, but we didn't skip this one. That's a shame. But no, when it comes to Gav, like Comrade or Gav, if you hear me just say Boon Boonger or Gav, understand I'm talking about the respective series. When it comes to Gav, I have to say I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I didn't think I would enjoy it this much. I just realized while I was rambling that I knocked out my boy Sandshrew. For those that don't know, Sandslash is my favorite Pokemon overall. And I love it. It's my favorite Pokemon. So, like, having to faint one there really, like, bothered me a bit, but it's okay. And there's a matchup. Okay, cool. Now, I don't think we can get another water encounter for a while. So, okay. Another, like, hiker guy. I don't think we can get another water encounter for a decent amount of time. I think there's one more I can get before going to Flannery, but don't hold me to that. But I know there is one I can get while back in Petalburg. I could get, of course, Goldeen, but as I said in an earlier episode, Waterfall at like level 38 doesn't do anything for me right now. And I don't get any other good water moves necessarily until I think Water Pulse at the 8th gym. And if I'm teaching it another move or having another problem with another team member that might need a decent water move, then why would I teach Water Pulse to Goldeen when I can give it to a better Pokemon? And I'm not exactly worried about Water Stab because almost all of my team members right now have a water move. I think the only one that doesn't... No, there's two. The only two that don't are Tentacool and Lombre. So I'm not exactly worried about that. So we're just going to water gun these Geodudes because I think that'll get me to close to level 20 with Blue Tang. And that would be great. If it could just get us to level 20, match it up with almost everybody on the team, that'd be great. Actually, it might get us like halfway to 21 based on how high that experience bar went up. But no, Gav is really interesting. I need to start like paying attention to my own conversation topics. And it's basically like, it's a really good show. He's a guy that's like half human, half this monster race called the Grandutes, who basically kidnap humans to make like candy with. Like spices. I'm actually gonna battle this guy with Blue Tang to like get some more experience. But basically, like they kidnap humans to make spices out of them to make this like dark candy, and I think it's really interesting. as a concept, it's weird and definitely too dark for a kid's show, but we have seen worse with Kamen Rider, so I'm not exactly worried about it. So anyway, like, I love the gimmicks of each of the suits because they just seem interesting to me, where it's like, the first one is a gummy candy that, like, the more of them he eats, the more it restores his armor, and also makes him, like, kind of somewhat invulnerable. It breaks his suit instead of harming him, for the most part, when he uses the power-up. But, oh, Grimer says hi, and you should probably like, comment, and subscribe to make Grimer happy. That was so fucking cringe. Oh my god. But either way, oh, I guess Grimer wanted to see us again. But, no, anyway. So, like, I think it's really interesting how, like, the next form was, like, based on potato chips, or potato chips. I said potato because it's like I'm from the South, but I'm not Southern enough to say tater because, no. But, yeah, his form is based on potato chips, and I think that's really cool. And he even has, like, a fire power-up based on spicy chips. I love that gimmick because spicy chips have been, like, spicy or hot or whatever chips have been, like, a really big thing nowadays, and I think that's really funny. Hopefully this doesn't have static. It doesn't matter, it thunderwaved anyway. And we're just going to go ahead and beat this trainer. Blue Tang is now level 21. I think, yeah, I'm going to switch into Remora here. And I'm realizing now that this episode is going to be a very long-ish episode with the clips added on. This episode may be about 30-something minutes, but you guys can bear with me. I didn't expect for that to happen. So, it is what it is. But once I reach what I think is called Fall Arbor Town, if I remember right, I'm going to end the episode in front of the Pokemon Center. So, that should be, like, a good stopping point for today's episode. Just hit 25 minutes on the timer. Gonna use Wing Attack on this Makahita. Not Gav's new form that's going to be introduced in this newest episode, which, breaking the fourth wall, it is Saturday the 12th. I think it's the 12th today. The newest episode should be coming out tomorrow. So, I know this guy gives, like, secret power. I'm not necessarily worried about that right now. And we got some more berries right here. I may end up just giving my Pokemon that don't have held items these berries to maybe squeak out another attack if something happens. Like, in case, like, their HP is low. I did not mean to check the tag. I'm going to give these. Excuse me. One to Blue Tang. One to Mako. And give one to Ribarian. And we're going to make our way. See, I thought there was a way to skip that trainer, but apparently that's only in, like, the newer games. She herself has a Wingull that we are just going to strength. Oh, so now we've got Parafusion. And we hurt ourselves. Okay, never mind. We're just going to switch into Leviathan and give him his first battle. Yes. And we are going to immediately just strength. Now, I may actually take the black glasses off of it and save those for later, for maybe if I have a Sharpedo on the team. But if not, like, I might give the Silk Scarf to it, because that could also boost strength. So we'll just have to see about that. I'm not entirely sure. If you guys think that would be a good idea, let me know in the comments, and I may do it in the next episode. But otherwise, we have this Roselia in front of us. Gonna use Wing Attack, and that did less than I thought it would. I wasn't expecting, like, a KO, but that did more than I expected. That did less than I expected, excuse me. So now we're just going to make our way through, was it Route 113? Oh my god, 13. and it's new. Shape of your body, it's blue. I've mentioned before on the channel that I'm a big Taylor Swift fan, so bear with me if like the number 13, 15, 22, or like 1 shows up, okay? Because like there's the song 15 from, I think, Fearless. Then there's 22 from Red. 13 is her lucky number, and then the 1 from, I think, Reputation. Or no, the 1 is from Folklore, ain't it? See, that's where I mix things up, where it's like I think I know and then I don't. Story of my life. I think I know, but I don't. That might end up being today's title of the episode. I think I know, but I don't, because that's funny. If not, I'll probably just title the episode like talking about, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to come up with a good title for the episode. I like giving titles for episodes now instead of just doing this playthrough episode 1 like I originally was planning on doing with this, but I thought giving titles now would be even better. So I'm going to give titles to the episodes. So, yeah, definitely, like, I think I know, but I don't is, or whatever I said there, it's probably going to be the name of today's episode. And we have made it to, I was right, Fall Arbor Town. And we are going to heal our team. And then I think this is Bebe. She does the stuff with the PC. Lynette. Who is Bebe? Is Bebe Gen 4? Either way. We have made it to Fall Arbor Town, and in the next episode, we'll be dealing with Team Aqua in the cave, down, I don't forget the name of the cave, but I think it's I want to say Union Cave, but I think that's wrong. We'll deal with Team Aqua in the cave in the next episode, and potentially make our way to Flannery and battle her in that episode, depending on time restraints, or constraints, or whichever the right word is there. As I said in the early part of this video, I English good. Anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And whether you're training to be the very best like no one ever was, or just trying to ride or kick it up a notch, just remember that you've got this, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.